47 seconds, so we've got a long wait ahead of us before we have our opponent selected. So we'll go ahead and get started as soon as that does happen. Got our team roster. I think we might have had, I'm confusing some of the solo play that I've done with this. Now we did have one of our skeletons level up, Metacarpal DM. In one game, got MVP and inflicted an injury upon our opponent. Oh, 2 matches he's played in, but I think he got all those points in the last game that he played, giving him a good old dirty player, which maybe that'll give us the edge. If she didn't have yet, we got 70k in loose change we can use to buy a new Tomb Guardian if we happen to lose one. We got our block, and of course our guarding skeleton. That should help us out at some point, I hope. And we'll have to see what team we play. I got a team value of 1290. I'm going to go ahead and add that into the stream. I didn't update that anyway. Alright. Alright, not too much longer before we load in. And get this all underway. Last time we played against a Chaos team who gave up the chance to win. Fortunate for me. At least they didn't make the attempt at the rolls to run it in. I believe they could have picked it up and ran it in, even though they would have roll a dodge, a pickup, and 2 going for it. Still pretty good chances for them to succeed in that. But they just lightning bolted my Tomb Guardian and said goodbye. And that's where that one ended. So hopefully we get a good matchup coming up here pretty soon. Get a drink of water in. Well, the good news is it's almost 10 o'clock, which is the time I quote-unquote promised to start anyway. Or at least planned to. Or prefer to. Let's mess around with a Dwarven team, which I'll probably get rid of. And playing an Elven Union team, just to see how they were. They did very well, much the same as the Wood Elf team did. But I think I'd rather play Wood Elves than the Elven Union. Just something about the Elven Union doesn't thrill me all that much. Still searching for an opponent here. I would hope that it's just waiting for the timer to run out and we haven't actually missed the ability to play against someone. Or the opportunity. Hopefully someone else out there is doing a little bit of Blood Bowl 2 tonight. I did try one time to do a mixed team. Ah, here we are. Oh, a Goblin team with very low team value. So, there's really not much I can do here. I've got 12 players. Just have really low team value. I wonder what they did with all their money. Maybe they spent it and got rid of it or something. We've got 500k petty cash. Which means they can get like 6 bribes. What kind of players do they have then? Just, oh, they have a loony and a fanatic. So 6 bribes, which they could easily afford. Actually, I think there's a cap on how many bribes you can even have. Let's see, bribe maximum of 3. Back to the opposing team. Opposing inducements. making his choice. He has gotten 2 bribes. Here comes a 3rd. I'm sure we're going to get a Halfling Master Chef too. And a Ripper. Which, that means he's going to have 2 chainsaws out there, I believe. I believe that's what Ripper is. Can't check it from here, but still got another. Wait, is that the first page? No. Oh, Ripper must be very expensive. He must be the 4 strength chainsaw man. And Bomber and Dribble Snot to round it off. So he's got 5 players and 3 bribes, or at least 5 secret weapon type players. Wait, I'm sorry, not 5. He's got 4. 2 chainsaws, the Bomber, and the Ball and Chain, which is going to be a bit of a problem for us. With the 7 strength, we don't stand a chance against that particular individual. I missed his team name. Let's go ahead and skip the presentation though. Death and Sometimes Glory. They also have this guy who, I don't know who he is, but it's certainly something they paid a few points for. A 3rd troll. Giving them 3 big guys compared to my 2, but I don't know how their troll is. Not that familiar with the star players of many of the teams, as I don't often get to pick one. Oh, they only had 1 troll to begin with, so Ripper is actually a troll, not a chainsaw man, which I thought he was. Opponent is placing his players in defense. So he elected to let me have the ball. Alright. That is not what I was expecting. Ripper's got 6 strength. He does trump my mummies. Only, my Tomb Guardians. He only has 1 agility, so we'll just put some skeletons in front of him and let him have his way with them. Got his troll. Oh, Ripper does not have the trait that trolls have of being really stupid or always hungry. He does have throw, teammate, and regeneration still. We're not playing a particularly agile team, so we can't score too quickly. But if we can score, that will... It's not a secret weapon either, Ripper is not. But it was very costly for him. Alright, set up our players in attack. So we've got our lineman back there. Right, so we'll feed him the skeletons. You know what, let's go to a... Why would I have saved that setup? We have a different one, Scorpio Sting. Sandstorm, both the default ones. I don't feel like that's the setup I would have saved, but sometimes there are glitches with the... They're putting a 0 SPP skeleton in there. Come on now. I would like to get some points. I guess he replaced a slot that was normally in there. 7, our dirty player. I guess we do have more SPP on our skeletons than I thought. Don't want him up there. I guess we'll just throw these 2 points at him. And that is just a goblin in there. Keep that matchup. Seems good to me. You know what, let's go for some symmetry here. And then we'll have that. Alright, that looks good to me. So he doesn't have a lot beyond these brutal players, but I am prone to... The chainsaws are only going to have to roll a 4+ into me, so I really want to stay away from them. Wait, he's not even on the... Oh. He kept the Fanatic off of the field. Oh, he's hiding behind the troll. Alright. Oh, right, it's my turn. I better do some things. Now we could charge one of these goblins. But it's raining, that's why he let me have the ball. Let's go ahead and just find something to keep us occupied. So that's going to be rough on us. Oop. I guess we just punch this goblin. And we'll stay here. And just move over to here. I don't need to be too aggressive. Go ahead and get onto him. That should cover both of them. Although honestly, I don't really want to stack up two. I want to keep it kind of one-on-one. That way I do have an option to dodge out. Let's go ahead and get our blocker over here. I'll take this blitzer back to here. That should give us some tackle zone coverage down in that direction. It's pretty easy for these goblins to dodge in, though. So we really got to hope that we make this pickup roll. Which we did. Excellent. And we'll go ahead and stop right there. Now this is pickup, catch, and intercept. So throwing it's pretty much out. So we got a lot of harassment from a goblin team. That's what the name of the game is for goblins. And then that happens. Oh. Good luck and have fun. And have fun too. Okay. Let's go ahead and... What? Oh my god, I didn't even see him. Wow. What a start. What a start. That was awesome. Well, he didn't take himself out. So... Alright, gotta get back into it. He's gonna knock him over there. Regardless of whether he follows, he's still in contact, though. Here comes the chainsaw, going for it. It's gonna be a hard target, but he did break his armor. The stun. Well, as much as I would like to go over... Well, they're on the ground now. To the left, it looks like the right's still gonna be the stronger side. We should be able to get someone on Bomber, making his throws a little bit more difficult. Alright, he makes his really stupid roll. And that is an armor break. And he is free to advance and go after the ball if he wants to. But I think we have, yeah, we have a gap in there that we can get through still. Unless he makes him dodge around to it. Hopefully does not. Okay. Would really like to get onto the Bomber here so that he has a little bit more trouble throwing. Okay. Get all the way up here, get some coverage here. I just want to keep them from coming through the top. And I don't want to stack everyone on top of each other because of the excuse me, because of the bomber. He could take out some people at the same time. Wouldn't like that. Alright, so we just get the hits in that we can. I don't want to follow here, which I realized almost too late. Let's go ahead and stay. And that's a knockout. Now he does have 3 players in reserve, so taking a knockout is not going to be the end of the game for him. I will follow on this, though. It does put someone on the troll, so he can't just walk away. And I'll have to move someone up on the troll to avoid the really stupid roll. And we're going to stick with this. Unfortunately, Ripper is not really stupid, so he'll just get 3 dice probably against him. Okay, he can try to do a foul if he wants to. Unfortunately, he does not get the bonus with the chainsaw that he would otherwise. Alright, that's an armor break, but just for a stun. That is certainly something I can handle. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot this game with a goblin team as my opposition. That troll is making the moves. Oh, and down he goes. He's got 3 rerolls, but he opts not to take one there. Alright, so we've got a chance to make a little bit of headway here. Alright, liking this so far. Didn't really cover my players too much. I think we moved to there. Stop here. Ripper is guarding him. So we'll get on this skeleton. I'm thinking we blitz here, but that would be a going for it. Could stand over there. I'll just move one forward. Take our blocker up here. And then we're going to get our hits in where we can. I will follow, of course. And then we'll go ahead and hit him, but we'll stay where we are. I don't feel like getting pushed out. Although, honestly, it would be very difficult for him to push him out. So we'll go ahead and follow anyway. And that is the knockout, so I feel fairly safe over there. I mean, getting enough goblins on him to be able to knock him out without trying to do it with 2 or 3 even red dice. Pretty unlikely to happen. And then we'll end our turn. And he's thinking about throwing. But he's going to have a hard time. Oh, already choosing a player to intercept. Go ahead and go with him because he's free. But he had to get a 6 to even throw the ball. Because of the... Oh, he had to get a 5, which he did. He managed to get it. But we resisted the impact of the bomb. Tough times for our opponent. We don't have enough... Oh, we'll have to make one going for it to make it in. But we have a chance. And he was trying to get past my mummies. And there's an injury on his player. The bribe won't help him out there. And he would lose a point of strength too. That is a big ouch. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a concede coming up here. Yep, there it is. It didn't even give me the dignity to get a point. I mean, yay, I won, but I want some points for my players, please. Plenty of money. So I can afford to replace skeletons if I need to, but I don't. Hey, we had the possession 100%. And we didn't get any inflicted injuries. We just got, well, we did get the extra point for getting the concession. And one of those resulted in in fact, two of them did. Level up one of our blitzers. With an 8, we can take general skill. Tackle, prevent dodging players, but I'm not really worried about that. We're easy enough to dodge against anyway. Shadowing, not so great. 6 movement's pretty average, but I've not had very good luck with shadowing rolls. I feel like going with Mighty Blow is what we want to do, so we can actually get some more injuries going without taking the big risk of doing foul actions. Go ahead and level up one of our linemen. We'll also cut that. Now we've got a couple options here. I think kickoff, return, no, that's not right. Kick. We need a kicker. We could go with that. Block would also not be a bad option. In fact, I should probably go with block, just to get a little bit more blocking going. Prevent us from getting hit quite as often. I'll go ahead and sign up for another opponent. Our team value went up very significant. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. We need another skeleton to lower our team value. Well, it will increase it by 10, but only by 10. So I have to come up with a name for yet another skeleton, because I want to keep my deep roster. Go with the calcium. Sure, it's good enough for me. Confirm it. I mean, we've got so much money. What else are we gonna do with it besides buy more rolls, which I could also do? But I'd rather have a few extra players. So we got plenty of players now. 14, 3 extras. I hate concessions, honestly. Especially that early on. Like, yeah, things are going bad for you, but we're playing an extremely risky team. And the team value is 790 starting off. Ugh. Oh, I guess even with a team value of 790, you don't have to buy Journeyman, because all of his players were so cheap. He had 11 players. So I hadn't really considered that strategy for the Goblin team. Intentionally keeping your team value lower than 1,000 to start. But if you got all you need, what do you need anything else for? It's just a shame that there's a maximum of 3 bribes. But I guess with a team value of 1380, you don't have to worry too much about those new teams starting off and just conceding on you. It just gives you free wins. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that puts us up to for our rankings within the league. I mean, we were at 975, 980, somewhere in that range. And we've jumped up, can you believe it, with a winning record of 3-2-2. We're at 500. I've had some pretty decent team. Well, okay, I've had one team that I played enough to be considered to be doing well. It was top 100. Like 7 wins, some losses, and some tie. I'm sure I must have had a draw in there. But I'm not upset with 3-2-2. I don't know what a team... Well, they probably aren't even on the leaderboard if they have no wins, no losses, and no draws. But hopefully we can put some more wins up there. We do have some leveled up skeletons. We have 4 skeletons that don't have any skills, just 2 SPP. So those are all, well, only one of them's really an extra player. It's all more and more and more journeyman insurance. I'd also like to be able to get some SPP on those Tomb Guardians. Got two of them who have gotten injuries and would level up from just getting MVP. And I was thinking about doing some offense with the Blitzers, or the Blitzras. And then going totally, wait, just a defense? I don't know. Want to do some defensive Tomb Guardians and really stack the attack power on the Blitzers. And then we'll just do whatever with the skeletons, get dirty player, block, that sort of thing. Not really that worried about kick. Kick wherever it goes, it's where it's going to go. We don't have a lot of speed on our side, or dodge, to take too much advantage of. Take too much advantage of other players, allowing us to get tired. To get, oh, was it? Is it a blitz? No, it's not a blitz. Wait. I feel like it is a blitz when you charge, take your turn ahead of them. Man, must have been a long day for me. I'm just kind of out of it right now. Didn't see how many seconds it was going to be from our opponent, but it shouldn't be too much longer. We will see what we end up playing against next. Maybe it'll even be a real game. Because honestly, he was doing a pretty good job there of keeping my Tomb Guardians in check. But maybe I was just doing a good job spacing out, keeping him from throwing those little bombs in there. But honestly, all he had to do was hit one person with it, and I don't know. I'm just so used to playing against bombers because the AI tends to pick them a lot. Anytime they can get a star player, they pick a chainsaw man, or a goblin, or the bomber, Dribble Snot. And a really easy way to keep him in check is just to get a tackle zone on him. Makes it really hard for him to throw it. He does not have very high agility. So it makes all of his throws 50-50, and there's a good chance he's just going to take himself out really early on if you do that. But having a 5 strength against their goblins really makes it easy to get that 3 dice blocks. Where normally you'd need to have 2 assists to get it with a 4 strength player. That's not even true. I'm running on empty. I really just need an opponent to play here. I'll even play against a Dwarven team. That would probably be a pretty bad matchup for me right now, though. Come on. Just give me a team. This is why. Hey, here we are. A Bretonnian team. That should be a good one. Good matchup. It's going to be hard for their blitzers. I think they're just called blitzers. Which always, we got blockers, blitzers, and the old pop. Lineman. Alright, so we have 140k. Opposing team. Let's go ahead and take a look at them real quick before we make no decisions. He's got an injured, which is probably what, extra injuries on his next injury. Yep, niggling damage. Low movement blocker. He's got strength on his blitzer, which should help him out a lot. Got a dodging blitzer as well. And he does have a kicking lineman. And he's got Mighty Blow on another lineman. Interesting choice. Oh, and he's making a lot of what seems like random choices on his skills, or at least he's not sticking to a particular theme, which means we definitely need to monitor the additional abilities. At 50k petty cash, takes a Bloodwiser Babe, giving him a better chance to resist the effects of knockouts, or at least to recover from them, I should say. Of course, the effects of a knockout is being unconscious, and resisting the effect is to become conscious again. Okay, we'll skip through the presentations and see what we've got going here. We'll go ahead and receive the ball, go on offense to start, and hopefully we can make something happen. It could have been a good idea to start off on defense, giving us 2 chances to get the ball. And we have this set up again. So we'll wait for him to set up on defense. Good, he takes his blitzers off the line, which means he'll have to blitz with them to, well, they're off the line for now. We'll have to see what he does with his movements. Is that the kicker going back there? Go ahead and check the skills of the leveled up players. And so he's got a mighty blow up on the lineman, of course, would expect nothing less. And his kicker in position to actually use his ability. Well, I'm sure I have Bleach Bob up there for his guarding ability. But that won't really be necessary with a lower strength team, although we could put him over here to help out against their high strength, but I'll probably just put one of my Tomb Guardians over here, preferably our blocking Tomb Guardian. Now I am on offense, which I should try to remember, so that's still a good play. We won't be able to follow up on the linemen, so I would like to use my skeletons to attack them because I don't really want them to follow up anyway. We do want to get some Mighty Blow in here. Let's line up on their Mighty Blow. Okay. So we can go blow for blow. Got our catcher back here. Keep our other blitzer back just a little bit. And what if... Well, we can always run the dirty player in, so let's go ahead and go with that. We got security against their blitz if they get one. They'll have to make at least one tackle before they can... Why do I keep thinking it's a blitz? It can't be called a blitz. They'll have to blitz before they blitz. Choosing where he wants to kick with his kick ability. Kick ability has been improved greatly since when I first started playing Blood Bowl 2, as you actually get a choice between 2 locations for the kick. So we want to ideally get Mighty Blow to land against him. We do get a block, which is good because that's our blocker. Right, no special effects though. Right, got an anti-block here as well. We're just going to get a push, and I'm fine with that. I will not follow, though I should. Go ahead and do that. Let's see. 2 dice over here. Should be just fine. Just a push, though. Push him back. Stay away from him. And we can follow up on this. No, we can't follow up on this one because it is a... It's just called lineman. Ugh, but they all have fend. So that is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and knock you off. And just a push, but I can, which I sometimes remember, push them down the line instead of away. Which is one of the things that makes them less wonderful. Okay. So now I really want to blitz him so that we can... No, we can't even run around that far. Well, we could... Who is... Oh, it doesn't show the injury. That's not the niggling injury. Is he over here on the sideline? No. There he is. So we could blitz him. But I don't see any real reason to do so. Let's go ahead and get over here, actually. I don't think he can reach the ball anyway. I can barely do it myself. And I was going to blitz his blocker here, but he has dodge, so that really wouldn't work out too well for us. What we can do is blitz him, and we'll just push him back. We do get the knockdown, which is great. We'll go ahead and come back here with our dirty player so that he can get into some action if any of it goes, at least be a little bit closer. In fact, we'll move him a little bit farther along as well. And we'll try and pick up the ball and see what we can make happen with that. I really wouldn't be too upset if we drop it this turn, but I'd like to pick it up next turn, but no need to worry about that. We've got it securely in hand. And the best they can hope for is to get up to him and stare him down. He has not stood up one of his linemen yet, the one with Mighty Blow, which is pretty surprising. I would have wanted to have him standing up for sure. Now it's going to be, what? He only had to make an 83% to get the Dauntless. That's interesting. I thought it was supposed to be more difficult based on how, oh, but he has 4 strength. So he did only have to jump it up by 1, but it will be more difficult for his other blitzers to get that roll. Only a 2/3 chance to get it instead of a 5/6, which I can handle. Oh, he's putting his kicker in up on the line. I'm sure he's not too worried about that. He's done his job. He's kicked it once. I used to main the Bretonnians, and I used to really enjoy playing the Bretonnian teams. Had a little dump-off strategy. But he's going with the dodge and block. This could be a blitz. Now he will be able to, with those blitzers, get a little bit of an advantage there. With Dauntless, instead of putting that as a 1 die, he will get 2 dice. So he can really make some plays with those blitzers, even if he does have to roll a little bit harder to get that. Or it is a little bit harder of a roll for him to get that amount of success. Here he goes for it. He's going to put him on the ledge. The edge does get the clean hit. Too bad for me, but he had a good chance of being okay from that, and he does not follow up on it, which is a pretty good idea, I would say. But it does mean that he's less likely, and he does stack up on him though, which I'll just keep him on the ground. I mean, if he wants to go for some foul actions, not very nice of him, but 50% dodge, all right. I mean, I don't get any SPP if he injures himself that way, but he is still on the ground. So we can come around this other direction. Let's go ahead and punch this guy right here. We get an armor break. No, we do not. That is all right. We do have a dirty player. Could go ahead and rush in here. Try and take this little Sam down. And take down his strength. Yeah. And that is an armor break and an injury. That is big time. Now he does have an apothecary, which he's almost certainly going to roll here. But he does not. So it's probably a no long-term effect. But that is a level up for our Tomb Guardian. Yeah, no long-term effect. All right, let's get rolling with this. Plays here. Get the plays going here. We'll go ahead and get our guard over there. Go ahead and get on his players get the block down here. Go ahead and put a hit on him. Excellent. That is another knockdown. We will stay back because we're bringing the action over to the other side. And what I should do with this player before I forget to is get some coverage down here. Or here, perhaps, I think is a little bit better. And we will have to dodge away with that particular fellow. But I'd like to do a foul here. I really would. And he already has a higher injury anyway. But he's just stunned. We did not get sent off though, which means we can foul again another day. But ball not in the best spot right now. He could potentially bring down the mummy with enough assists. And then he would be able to blitz in there with even odds. I think. I don't know if there's a way to get him two of them on there without taking somebody else down as well. Alright. He looks to be at least with one character retreating. And honestly, if I can keep one person tied up over here, a blitzer, that's good enough. I mean, that's Goldbeard the Gilded. He doesn't have block. What do I need him for? It looks like he is going to go after this Tomb Guardian. He is going to blitz him, though. That's good news for me. That means my ball carrier is a little bit safer. Although the movement of the blitzers does mean he can put someone on the ball. And that is some sort of armor break. He knocked him out of space and time, apparently, but just getting the stun. Oh, he didn't follow up on the block. Interesting. Unless he was, I think, was he standing up? He was standing up, so that makes some sense, at least. And he does get a different player down on the ball, which we can blitz him. Get him out of there. Or we could even get these players out and get a guard down there. And there's the failed dodge. And the knockout. Gives us another advantage. One more player. Alright, so our little ruse here has been successful. Playing dead worked out for us that time. We weren't just playing dead, we were playing dead. Alright, so as long as we knock him out of there, got a pretty good chance. Now, you have block, so ideally, 1, 2, 3, no. Let's go ahead and move you nowhere. I like this spot. And we get our dirty player out of there as well. Not going to go for a foul action every turn. Now, can I do that without going for it? What about this? Is a going for it. But to get down there, it will be a going for it. I have my reroll. I just need to get him out of there. And I want to play block versus block. That way, if this doesn't really pan out, we've still got 2 assists against him. Anyway, provokes the reroll. And it's just a push, but we will follow that up. Advances the runner. Well, he does have Dauntless, so I don't want to necessarily put myself up for a non-blitz situation. Go ahead and cover around this way. And if I come down here, I can get a block on the lineman. Caused a little bit of trouble there. And I want to keep him no, I don't want him hitting the ball carrier at all, so I'll just move over one. I would get guard if he went after the ball carrier, but I'll get it here too. 2 dice. We could both go down. It doesn't seem like the worst idea. But I have 7 arm value, same as him. I'll just go ahead and send him over there. And end our turn. Now, his linemen have 6 movement compared to our skeletons, which have 5. And he can get all the way over to the edge, wherever he wants to. So he's got a lot of freedom to block us with. We do have a thrower with the ball, who would get to reroll any throw attempts. Looks like he's going for our dirty player over there. Maybe he's not too happy about us fouling him earlier. But you know what? We're skeletons. What are we other than foul? So he's making all of his choices, looking at his options. I don't think he's even done anything yet this turn, and he's already spent 45 seconds pondering his options. Oh, he might do so. No, nothing yet. He's doing it. He's making the plays. And putting his kicker in peril again. Just a little bit of peril, though. Alright, now I'm not liking this too much. He hasn't gone after the ball yet, but he is forcing me to deal with his players. Now, I do have a good pocket right here as well. But I have to go all the way around to get to it. Here comes the blitz. Oh, yeah, that's not against the ball carrier. Or at least the potential blitz. Or he's going to go after... He's really running out of time. 15 seconds left. I don't think he's going to be able to act with all of his players. I know it does stop the timer while you're in the middle of an action. And that's a skull, so... And another skull. So his timer really didn't matter, as he ran out of it anyway. Alright, I've got a couple of options here. And I think the best one would be to come over here. Oh, I can't follow up on that. So if I knock him down, that's not good anyway. Well, first thing I could do... Let's get the mummy up here. Tomb Guardian. I'm so disparaging to my own team players. Right, we'll stand up here and advance. Could go down, but I feel like this would be the better way to go. And in fact, what we could do, even though we can't follow it up, although, could move over this way. He's already moved. Then again, what if I blitz here? I like this. This is looking good. Push him down, but stay, which I have to. Alright, now we've got an opening here. I come up with this skeleton. Now we can just waltz over to here. Oh, that's a going for it, so we'll stop short right here. Now we just need to deal with his blitzer, which is the #1 priority. Although, we could also go here, which would not free him up unless we get the knockdown. So, yes. We'll go after this blitzer. Takes him down. as he does not have dodge. Do I want... That's one. Let's get some 2 dice first. That is a takedown. Go ahead and have him join his friend over here. And where can we get to with you? We can get going for it to go here to get 2 dice and keep a player on him after he is hit. So let's go ahead and go for that. Anything else we get on this turn is just icing on the cake. That is a clean hit. And armor break just to stun them. And we'll go ahead and go for the 1 die. Both down. Nobody's crying from that one. But we've got a really good chance to get a point here. And if he doesn't stop us, good luck with that one. If he doesn't stop us, we are going to be set up very nicely to keep this half of the game with only our point. So it feels good to be able to get the point across. Man, I had a really good one there. The line of scrimmage, I was going, not the line of scrimmage. We just need to get the playing the field, cross, football. We just need to get the ball across the plane. That's all we need to do. And all we have to do is run 5, and we can move 6. So even if it gets somehow a push against us in the other direction, this will be pretty okay. Alright, that's just a nice push. Looks like he's getting what he can done, which is not a whole lot. Oh, really? Just gonna go stand by him. Alright. Go for that dodge. I'd like to see you make it. Even better. It feels nice, for once, as the Khemri, to be in the position of, hey, I've got my players where I want them to. You're going to have to react to me now. Of course, having the 2-player advantage is pretty important, which will be negated next turn, as he will get 2 players back no matter what. Fortunately, only one of them is a... Oh, he makes that dodge. That's pretty good for him. It was a tough dodge. Gotta give him some credit for that one. Oh, that's both... Nope, we've got block on that particular fellow. Okay, so first things first, of course, double skulls. Because we gotta. Alright, there we go, that's better. Takes out my reroll. Now we can't blitz with him. And it doesn't really matter if we have it there. I mean, we could hit him, go for the assist. Or we can just get the assist up here like this. And couldn't I... Well... If I have him over here, what if... That player really causes some trouble, now doesn't he? I'd like to do that, honestly. Let's go ahead and do that. Get the hits in while we can. Alright, so all we have to do here is not screw up, basically. Do I want to? I think I do. And we'll follow that up. Just because... Oh, you know what? Now we can do this without it being a going for it. Or we can do the smart play, come around this way. Get 2. What if we get another player up there? Can we get 3 dice? No, it's still only 2, but it feels good. I like it. Follow it up. And run it in quickly before he surrenders. Or concedes. I think that even if conceded, we'd still get the touchdown because the player, or the input was put in. So there's that. So that's probably my first legitimate touchdown. I think, other than maybe I had a 1-to-1. Thank you for the good score notation. All my other touchdowns are from concessions. Downs. Okay. So we need to block. You get back. What are you? No, get out there. And our other what? Alright, so we've got our blitzers there, we've got our catcher, which we don't need. We did score though, which is great. And we'll have him sit out for now. We don't need any assist. Right now this should all work out nicely. Confirm that. Alright, let's see what he's got in store for us on the attack. Now we did let up on him a little bit early, I would say. We could have stalled a little bit just to burn one more turn, but those blitzers are pretty dangerous that he has. You know, it's well advertised even when you're picking the team. Blitzers are pretty much the core of the team. They could pretty much win the game all by themselves. Aww. So we'll see what he can pull together. He did get his knocked out player back, which means good things for him. Got him back up to a full roster, which would have been the other reason why I should have stalled out a little bit longer. Now if he does follow up on any of these blocks against the line, he will have to deal with a blitzer afterwards. Milkshakes gets an extra reroll, which is great for him. We've got two rerolls still. He hasn't really used his up yet. Now if he does get his blitzers downfield, they do have the catch ability. So throws directed to them. I was about to say throws thrown at them. Anyway, throws directed at them should have a good chance of being caught. Maybe I could throw to one of his throwers. Then he'd get the benefit of my thrower and his catcher. And there's another armor break. Another stun. I'm okay with these things. They're not so bad. And a third armor break in a row. Can you get a fourth one? Let's see. He'll have to blitz for it though. So he's got his force. No, he's out for the game, the 4 strength. So he's either going against a block or a 5 strength, or going against both. So let's see. Wait, what? Is he not going for a blitz? Oh, not there anyway. Must be over here with a mighty blow. or he's backing him off a little bit. Not sure what his strategy is here. Alright, takes a step forward. He's going for the Dauntless, which could really backfire. And it did, because he failed. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. So he's on the ground, which means I can't punch him. But what I could... Well, I'm not worried about the tackle anyway, because I don't have the dodge skill. Really, that's the player that I am most concerned with. And I certainly can't get over there with him. But I do want to hit him as soon as possible. And he hasn't picked up the ball yet, which is not a huge concern, as I'll still have to get down there. And that ain't easy for me. Let's go ahead and get both of these guys taken care of, and we'll go ahead and run up here with our guard. Perhaps not the best use of a guard. And we'll just start punching him. At least knocking him away. Really what I was going for on that anyhow. So we can get the assist over here. Over here? Yeah, I know, but got these guys with wrestle. Yeah. Increased chance in inflicting injury on him, but nothing going, nothing doing. Where is our dirty player? It's right here. Could have him run over there, but there's no chance. Oh wait, this isn't even our dirty player. There's our dirty player down on the ground. And that's a wrestle. I've got 2 rerolls, I might as well use it now. Oh well. What else am I going to use the rerolls on? Oh no, I can't spell armor. I spelled it wrong. Whoopsie. Alright, so we've got 3 skeletons down there. He can punch through here. Knock him over this way. And he's got a path. But he does only have 2 turns with which he can score on. And I'm trying to type. Alright, that is a push, which is not good enough to eliminate the tackle zones and running through the middle. He can still go around the right side over here. His left. If he so desires. Unfortunately, we at least have 3 skeleton bodies there in the way, stopping his passage. Man, if only my Tomb Guardian had guard. I mean, they're called Tomb Guardians. Why should I not take guard on them? That seems like kind of a bad idea. Now, of course, they block, and he does get to level up, so we can take guard on him next turn. Or at the end of the game, rather. Unless something terrible happens to him. There's another armor break. Of course, the other 3 armor breaks were from last turn. I just haven't had a chance to have them stand up yet. Hey, he's got the path now. He's got a runner downfield. And he's got the ball. He could hand it off or he could throw it, but he'll probably hold on to it, I would imagine. No, he's just going to go for it right now with a 33% chance. He's just checking it out. 50-50. Looks like he's going for it. And that's a complete pass. So we'll have to find a way to deal with him, which I have a couple plans. Or at least one plan. And let's see, 7. Oh. I'll have to reverse his luck here. Alright, so we've got a bunch of players on the ground, which does them no good. Let's see, that'd be 2 going for it. That'd be 1. This should be enough to force some dodging. It's really not that great, even if we get this hit. So that's a nice little stun there. We got a dirty player. We can do this if we want. Alright, so punch him. Oh, we gotta reroll that. Okay. That's all I really wanted. That is a going for it there, which we're going to have to do if we want to get him to the right position. And hopefully we make it. Good. Go ahead and follow that up though. Go ahead and get on him. That gives us 1 die or 2 there. No, I shouldn't have done that, because my plan was to do a... You know what? Nope, not that. You know what? Let's go for it. Why not? Nah, that's about what I expected. That puts the ball in a slightly better spot, though. And I didn't get knocked out. So that's always a plus. Plus. Sorry, thought I was playing the... one of the Chaos teams with the plus there. Yeah, what did... I hate my memory sometimes. I've played as them. I gotta look it up, because he's playing, and I don't need to check right now. Nurgle! Yeah, Nurgle. No reason for me to remember Nurgle. Seems like a completely random string of letters. No, he failed his Dauntless, but he does still get even odds, because the number of players there. Oh, he's going for him again. Another push. I will gladly accept that. And we're out of rerolls, but it's the end of the half, so we won't need them anymore. As there's, I think, literally nothing you can reroll. Unless... No, wait. No, you can't reroll anything on your opponent's turn, even catches when the ball is bouncing around. Oh, he's going for a Dauntless roll. Could get it. Yeah, certainly does. Another push, though. Well, he does have block, too. That might not have been the best one to re-roll regardless. Well, he made the dodge. He almost picked up the ball. But not much he could have done with it other than try and throw it anyway. So we've got the same situation, but he's got 8 turns instead of 3. We'll have to stop him. And we're We got a skeleton knocked out, but that's okay. We've got reserves aplenty. Now it's no wonder he woke up from his knockout, as he does have the Bloodweiser Babe. So hopefully our defensive setup isn't... I don't think I saved, so it's going to be all jumbled again. No? Good. Wait, this isn't the one that I had. It switched it up on me again. Now, he is out right now. So we won't save this one, but we're not putting him on the line. Or him. Hold on. What? Okay, sure. Let's save this setup then. Yeah. It's just a regular skeleton that's out, not one of our blitzers. It just is one of our regular skeletons who has block. I almost forgot, and, well, okay, I'll admit it, I did forget that he had block. So I have as many players with block as he does. Hooray! No, I think I could have checked his record. I really should check the other team's win-loss record just to see what kind of a team I'm dealing with. So this could end up with a draw, but there's a decent chance I'll win. Just have to make some magic happen. Anybody leveled up besides the two? I think we had two. Yeah, our thrower is primed and ready to level up. Go ahead and kick it a little bit further back. Just to try and get it. And if it goes out, he's probably just going to give it to that same guy anyway. And he can go ahead and move his players around. I've not very often wanted to rearrange my offense, but depending on where the ball is going, which is out, he might want to come up here right on the line. If he wants to go for the win anyway. But if he's just going for the draw, he can make that happen too, which would put me at 3-3-2. I find it highly unlikely that I'll actually lose though. But he stays back. I would have at least moved 1 or 2 tiles forward. I don't even have the range to get to him. Yeah, it would be a pretty weak staring contest if I tried from 2 tiles away. But we'll see what he can do to my skeleton line this time. He is doing the old sideways tactic, which is one of the reasons why I really should bunch up a little bit more. But it really doesn't bother me too much. Knocking him sideways does prevent holes from opening up. Or at least it eliminates the chance, but it does also give him more chances to knock them down. And he wrestles, which is good for me, because that means one of his players will be down on his next turn. And it's really good because it's the opening drive, so that means I'll have a advantage starting off instead of having to earn that same advantage. He's got Mighty Blow against one of my skeletons. Not good for me, but just a push or both down, which he may opt to do. Fortunately, he did not. I mean, that would have ended the turn as well, and he probably wants to advance the ball at least a little bit. And it would have also left a gap which I could have run a mummy into, but not through. We got Goldbeard the Gilded. Does have a chance to get around. But unless he's doing some crazy dodges, there's not a lot of options left for him. And he's just going for the marking of my Tomb Guardians, which is fine with me because that gives me a good chance to pummel them. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock into you, knock you down. Excellent. Dirty Players over there. I'm really looking to go after him for a foul. In case it wasn't obvious already to him. Go ahead and do that right about. Oh, not yet. Unfortunately, he can't get there. I was hoping he'd be able to do it from there. Let's go ahead and go over here. Tie up the other lineman as well. I forgot to look to see what the chances were, but I know they're pretty good at this point. At least we got this. No, it's a knockout. Even better. I thought it was going to be a stun. And he's still on the field. So we got that going for us. I have used our blitz, though. I'd love to get him over there, but it's a little bit of a run. But we can do that. One going for it. And we'll call that... Do I want to go... I think... I'll actually come back to here. Which does give him a chance to go through there, but we'll see what we can do to his other linemen first. Hopefully we can misalign them. Defend, and the other fend. But both of them go down. But not out. So he's down to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players. And hey, we still got all our players out there? Yeah. Yeah, looks like we do, for now. But now we've got that threat of being dirty players, which his linemen are with Fend are really good against dirty players, as it's, whoever hits them can't really follow up necessarily. But he did make an opening, which I'm not surprised by. That's why I kept my blitzer back. Although if he was still right here, he still would be there in the way, forcing a blitz to get through there. But now we've also got him down there as a backup in case anybody does slip through the lines. And he can go ahead and take him down. As long as he gets a decent angle, he'll have even odds. At the worst. He comes around. No? Well, he's considering it. Oh, he's going for the extra player there to get the 2 dice. Assuming he hasn't changed his mind yet. Well, he's going to get him off the sideline one way or the other. Although, he's pretty safe there, even if he is standing. I don't really have the movement ability to get over there and cause him too much trouble. No, you can cut a couple of tiles off that movement. Oh! He's deciding to go for another option here at the last moment. Going after our Mighty Blow blocker. I'll have to re-roll to make something happen dynamic there. But it just goes for the push. And runs down a little bit. Oh, now just go ahead and hit end turn. Oh, he's only got 10 seconds left, honestly. He might run out of time, but I doubt it. He's probably a little bit more aware of the clock than that. Ooh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Okay. Did do the smart play there by not going for it. I do want to keep the pressure on him. Definitely can make it down there. That's 2 going for it. But we do want to get on him before it's too late. So, I wouldn't get an assist there though. And it doesn't matter anyway. Get on him from behind. Or I can come around this way, which I like. And then I can just come down here. I don't have to get in his face. And hit you back. Allowing him to defend, because what choice do I have? Now, I really like this play right here, because it forces him to go around me. And we've got guard on the skeleton back there as well. We'll just get another one here, and we've got our blocker here. Our blitzer. And come down to here for the assist later. And we got some 1 dice blocks that we can make over here, but I feel incentivized to not do that at all. Or I can knock him back this way. Or I can just take the skull, honestly. Not too upset about that. I should have just hit end turn, but I got greedy. Oh, the double's on the armor break. That's too bad. So I'll have to take one of my Tomb Guardians out to go that way, but he could easily dodge out this way. Ooh, he's going for it over there, though. With going for it. Not sure what the plan is there. Oh, maybe he didn't realize that they were going for it. I think that might have been the case. Yeah, and in fact, he did confirm that that was an accidental misclick. But there wasn't too much chance of disaster coming from that. Dauntless? Wait. Oh, that is a blitzer. Didn't even realize. So he's got the skull. And he goes down. That is not good for him. Alright, so I want to knock it that way. Let's go ahead and stand up firstly. Alright, and we do want to do it with Mighty Blow. What if we take him out first and follow it up? I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. Alright, stun. Still pretty good. Come around this way with a push, but it pushes him into traffic, which is great. I will go ahead and stay here because he really doesn't need the assist anyway. And that is a dodge. I can't follow, so I don't want to free him up. So really just fine with whatever's going on there. Now we get an assist here. And we can push him away and back. And then get down here. With harass. We got a stun there. And we've moved our dirty player already. We'd only get one there. What I could do is assist over here. I mean, we've got a pretty good cage around him right now. lots of strength that you have to deal with. Alright, he gets the fend off, so we'll just put him in another 1-die situation. And really, I like where all this is at right now. We could follow this up. Well, we could if we could. That's a block. Good. We don't even have to worry about that. Keep him right there. Go ahead and end our turn. Pass that on. Now, fortunately for him, he's got block and dodge. So I was not able to do anything to him on that. That would be a tough throw, but possible, and devastating to me. Although my blitzer could catch him. Unless he did something to counter that as well. But it wouldn't be with Mighty Blow. It'd have to be my other one. And then he might actually get 2 SPP for an injury and still not level up, but that's okay. Excuse me. I wish I had a cough button. Sorry for anyone who's watching the VOD. He does want to take out back. Well, I don't know what he. Well, of course he's going after the guard skeleton, and takes him down easily enough. The problem with having one person with guard is he just becomes a target. And it's like, well, I'll just have to go after him first. That's an easier dodge, especially for a character with dodge. At 50-50 on the pass now. Oh, I have to choose a player for the interception. Let's go ahead and make the one. He's out in the open. Oh, he does get the pass off, but the catch is in question. And he gets the catch. To a lineman with 2 agility. And he's going to go for it. We'll see what happens right here. He did it. Well, that's a draw. Now I have to see if I can turn this into a win. I'll have to borrow some of his luck. Alright. Got him setting up for defense. The final drive. I've got 5 turns, which is a good amount of time to score in. He's recovered from the knockout again, which is not unexpected. Oh, but we did too. So that's good. Wait. Oh, no, we failed. He succeeded. We failed. Well, if his lineman can catch the ball, surely my skeletons can do the same. Or maybe they can't. Alright, so this was the setup when he had 4 strength there, but he's only got 2 there now. Or 3 strength there. Not the advantage he had before. But he's got everyone up on that line. Let's get our assistants there. And there. Let's actually get our dirty player to right here, so that he will be in the mix already to start off with. We'll see where he kicks it. It's probably going to be a devastating kick. No, it'll probably be just fine anywhere he kicks it to, honestly. Unless he kicks it shallow, that's actually going to be really bad for me. So that will give him a quick chance. And he did get the blitz. Ugh. That is punishing me for being behind. But he's only got 2 players that can... 3 players that can act. And not to a whole lot of effect. And he'd really have to go hard for it to get over there. Yeah, most of your players can't do anything. Oh, he's going for it anyway. We'll see what happens. Oh, well. He's saying if he wants to re-roll, which I wouldn't. Oh! Ouch. Ouch. Alright, go ahead and knock into you. Well, he will be down, so honestly, I can keep knocking this way, so I can make a little bit of an advancement as well. I didn't mean to follow, but I'm so used to dealing with his linemen where I don't even have the choice. This one I will definitely follow on. Though we're going to hit him back that way. Go ahead and get on here, though I should have gone there instead. Alright, so I want to keep my Tomb Guardian on as many of his players as possible. Probably not going to do a foul action this turn. Yeah. Not going to be doing that. Well, that would be a terrible plan. Who do I want to stay behind? I guess everyone. Gonna have to let him fend. Or what we could do is that. Armor break. And we'll pretend that we're playing nice. 50-50 with an automatic reroll. Alright, we have that. Be a tough dodge to get out of there. So what if I moved over to here? Going for it. Says his favorite team is the Rats. Yeah. Which I agree with. Rats are great. Even the armor doesn't betray you that often. And we're going to betray his armor. Nothing. Alright. Alright, let's see how he answers to that. He's got a few players on the ground. One of them stunned. So Fat Mark, Old Twitch. These look like regular names. Got a green old Patrick. Yeah, he doesn't have custom names. Ah, that's not fun. Glad I have 5 strength instead of 4. Makes the... Oh, what is it? Not Berserk. Dauntless. And Skull. And he's already made his reroll, so he has to kind of deal with that. Right, so I'll keep the Tomb Guardian down, because I do want to have the blocking one standing in a good spot. But we can't get the 3 dice here. And no dodge. Oh, that's an armor break. With a stun. Okay, but that does free us up for... Whoa! Oh no! Okay, we're okay. Did not mean to go for it there. Go for it there. And we can follow this up. Go ahead and hit that, but stay. Well, you know, I really should have done them in the other order, but I should also follow. Because I really just don't want his... re-rolling that for sure. And following, of course. I could take the dirty player down there, but maybe we'll do that afterwards. Oh, you know what? Let's go up here, which we meant to do in the first place to get the assist, which is what I was waiting for. Well, that's a down anyway. And we'll run up here. And go for the blitz. And hopefully it goes well. I mean, we're fairly safe back here with the ball in its current position anyway. And this will be good. I could move one farther forward, but it would make him slightly easier to catch. And I don't really need that. This will be fine. We'll get, if not assistance, the ability to remove any assistance that he would have against me. Go ahead and end our turn here. Looks like we're going to get around here for the win, unless he can make something happen, which I hope he doesn't. He's got to make dodges to get at the ball. Oh, that's a going for it. And bad luck. I'm sure there's going to be a reroll there. Oh, ouch. So we've got a pretty good chance here. Yeah, let's go for that blitz. No, we can't follow it up though. And that's going for it if I wanted to. Oh, not there. There. Oh. He could have made it without going for it. I didn't even realize. Okay, so we've got him covered. Him double covered. Him covered. We can actually get up here for a little bit more, but I don't want to do that. We do have some rerolls, so we can do some more going for it. Yeah, there's the failure. Okay, that should be fairly safe, I think. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we can still run it right in. Yeah. Yep, yep. Go ahead and cover our rear. And go for some penalty shots here. If we don't take him down, we got the pass, but he's down. We'll go ahead and stay so we can end a round. Or I can come over here, which does seem like the play. Now we've got a undead on everyone. And this will give us an assist against his lineman, who I'm going to go ahead and go after, even though I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but we take him down. Yeah, this will be fine. I mean, I was concerned about not having, or having 2 people on him, but that'll be okay. I don't want to free him up, so we'll just stick with this. I'm not in any particular desire. I don't have any particular desire to get SPP for this skeleton. It's not necessary. I'm glad I gave the GG before I kind of had this in the bag. Because that doesn't make me feel like a douche. Oh, good game because I won. Ooh, tough dodges there. They're only 50-50s though. I mean, could be a lot worse. Plus, no, he doesn't have dodge though. It's down here. He has a lot of players on the ground right now. Really not helping him out. And there's an injury. Can we regenerate? It's no long-term effect, so I'm not too upset even if we fail, which we did. What have we got here? Well, probably nothing. Because he's just standing there. Ooh, those would be some numbers. I'd love to see that work out. That's not so bad. Well, you might as well make that one. If you're going to go for that, I wouldn't. I'd definitely choose the block blitzer, rather. He may not have dodge, but he does have block. So it has a higher chance of going right once he does make it down there. And he could definitely follow up. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he could actually make it up to the ball too, without making it going for it. No, he might have to make 1 going for it actually. There's a push, which would probably put him over there. I would. And the big time dodges. He's going for it. Oh my, he makes him. Okay, no, that's just silly. Alright, so we've got a dirty player. So we'll go ahead and go ahead and take him down. We got block, but he stays up. So that's good for him. And we're just going to run it in. The best plays are made out of desperation. I had a pass that required 6+ ones. Oops. 6+ once. I made the pass. Oh, I baited him. He thought I was nice. But it was not. Alright, so we got defense. Get rid of you. There is a chance still. He's right about that. Let's see. Oh, where am I going? Let's go ahead and get these guys in a little bit closer this time. In fact, let's go ahead and go force them to at least roll one. And then we'll take these guys back, actually one more. We could go two back. In fact, let's do that. It'll be pretty hard for him to get on all of them and do some amazing things up front. So we'll see what happens. I'm really happy about this victory. First, like, totally legit victory I've got. Because 2 concessions. Wait, didn't I have... I had one more that wasn't a concession that I actually won the game. I think? Must have been a 1-0 victory or something like that. Well, either way. Puts me up to 4-2-2. It's looking pretty solid. Like, we're locked in on that. I can set up another legal defense. Nah, I'm good. Ooh, he'll have to dodge away to get the ball, but, you know. Oh, wait, no he won't. He's got 2 players back there. Didn't even see him. Oh, that's taking a player down. He's actually got the man advantage. However, we do have an assister, a guardian in the middle. So we'll have single die blocks against them unless he gets additional assistance. Not sure what he's up to there unless he's just going for the pass completion. He wants to make sure he has someone in position to catch the ball before he picks it up by accident. Oh, there's an injury. And I'm going to have to live with it. No long-term effect. But we regenerate. So he'll be back when... Oh, wait. After the game. That was a critical regeneration moment. Oh. Don't change the camera. As he continues to whittle away at my skeletons. I mean, honestly, he's... Well, we'll see what happens here. I'm not sure how much guard works, but I think I'll have to throw at least one single die block. Yeah, it looks like he's assessing the situation. I mean, effectively, it's like this player isn't there. But there's the blitz. And the push. But he will get 2 dice at this point. And even if he doesn't, wrestle and blocks will do pretty well for him. But he does well with what he got. Another knockdown. Armor break just for a stun, though. And another takedown. And it gets my dirty player knocking out his players. How bad of him. Picks up the ball with his lineman. No, no he doesn't. And that's game. I already wished him a good game, so we got the victory there. Can't be mad about that. Oh, we get a turn. Right. Do I even do anything? I don't know. Maybe. There's really not a lot we can do. Go for the blitz with Mighty Blow. Maybe we'll get something out of that. Nope. Well, we're at least going to have people stand up that can. And call it good. Alright, so that is game. We win. Starting to get our team together. Although, like I said at the beginning, he was kind of a mixed bag. But he got 2 passes through, and we've got more money than I know what to do with. 11 armor break, so we had him edged out on that. Got the touchdowns, which is the important part. And it's all about possession. We had the ball 50% of that game. It was in our hands. Way out blocking him, but we had more strength on our side, allowing us to throw a lot more blocks. Injuries and knockouts, pretty even. 3 of the combined total of each. But I only got 1 injury. He got 2 injuries, so he did get a little bit more SPP, I think, than us. 10, 12, 14. Yeah, he edged us out by a point there, so it is a victory for him. 20 yards passing, not bad. But let's check out those dice rolls, because that's where it all comes up. Eee, that's not so good. It's for him. 54 on Dauntless, but again, that's really not as low as it should be, though. It should have been around 67. Which could have been 1 more success, 1 fewer failure. Put it right in that number. So that ain't bad. And we've got 0% catch, 0% intercept. Not worried about those numbers. Armor, yeah, understandable. Going for it's not too great. Over his going for it's, I think he did alright. Just failed a few that he really didn't want to do anyway. And the block dice. Those are terrible block dice for him. Just really awful. 20 skulls, 4 times as many as those, which he has players with block. But single digits practically on all 3 of the useful ones to knock down my players. Oh. And then we came out with a little bit low, but completely acceptable. And delete that replay. If it's possible the AI. The enemy team, or team I play against, has to delete it as well, or they just stay in for a number of turns. 2 more level ups. So we got our thrower leveling up. And we got a 5, which we could make him a better passer. We could give him a block, which wouldn't be the worst, as he's pretty much a runner as well. Or we can give him kickoff return, which I really do like to take. And I probably should, but we have such low agility and we don't have catch anyway that it's unlikely to help us all that much. But I'm going to take it because we're also a little bit lower on the movement. So it'll help us get closer to the ball, especially if we get an unfortunate kick. And it also makes it so I only have to have 1 skeleton back there for catching the ball. And then, most importantly, our Dusk Guardian. Duskbeard. Oh! He got the 10. Which is also doubles, though. I could get him dodge. Break tackle. Leader would not be bad. And of course there's the movement allowance and armor value, which I really should take the armor value. Or we could get a Dauntless would be hilarious. Fend would be interesting. Shadowing would be bad. I wouldn't want Russell either. Pro. I like Pro. And I think that's the way to go. It will give me rerolls on dice when things go bad. And as an offensive character, or at least one that's going to get multiple dice anyway, it wouldn't be bad to roll like a triple push, reroll that, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I like that. I don't have a lot of experience with Pro, but I do know it can be very good because it gives you a reroll every turn, or potentially, 50-50 shot on it. And I think it will work even if you've used your team reroll, but we've got a lot of money that we need to just get rid of. I've got plenty of rerolls already. Let's go ahead and upgrade our club. Buy an upgrade just to burn off some of that money. We've got 110,000. That's enough to buy any player that we would want anyway again. Alright, 32 seconds to check out our opponent. Well, I don't have enough time to see what his record is, but we're sitting up at 4-2-2, which ain't bad at all. And now we've got a Pro Duskbeard Tomb Guardian. He has been playing this game for long enough. Of course, his level up is kind of cheap because he had 3 MVPs and 1 injury. We're playing against Orcs, a pretty even match. Let's go ahead and take a look at the opposing team before we commit to anything. They are 4-2-5, so they've got a few more losses than we do, but they have the same number of wins and draws. And they've got a lineman with block, a Black Orc with block. Blocking, dodging Black Orc, that's going to be a rough one. Also a Blitzer with block and dodge. And he's taken Dauntless on Blitzers, which will help him out as well. And he's got a Pro Thrower, which is not that good, honestly. And he's got Dump Off, which also not the greatest for Orcs either. So we're going to go ahead and hit the next button. He's got a ton of money, which is inflating his team value as well. Which means he only has 30k petty cash. If he would have improved his stadium, he could have had 140 petty cash, and he would have had the same quality team. But he's spending into it. No, he's considering it at least. No, he's not going for it. And it's really smart that he didn't do that, I think, even though he does have surplus money. Adding to his team value anyway, and it's just kind of sitting there. He's not going to get knocked out that much as Orcs with their high armor value. And his team is just X. He has no goblins, no trolls. It's just going pure greenskin. He's deciding whether he wants to kick or if he wants me to... I do that all the time. He's deciding if he wants to kick or if he wants me to start with the ball. He's deciding both of those same things that are the same thing, but he might choose against himself. I think he might be watching the cutscene because the timer is broken and it will show me his time running out, but he still isn't even on that yet. Unless he's just not there, but I doubt that. Oh, one more click. There we go. He's got 3 players who have gained block, a couple of Dauntless. He has a kicker too. Nice utility team. He only has 1 extra player though, so if we can be a little bit dirty. Oh, I gotta set up my players in defense. Let's keep our alignment. We definitely want our blocker in there. Might as well put him up on the line right in the middle. Now I'm feeling like we need to get our Tomb Guardians up there against the orcs, which is, I think, why our Tomb Guardians were up there in the first place. In fact, what if I went out there, moved them in this old formation? I'm on the outside, all of them are equally leveled. Throw him in there just to get pummeled. And bring these two back to here. And then cover the back. Oh, that's... Do we want a Ever Thrower? No. I think that's going to work. Go ahead and jump him over there and then confirm. I could have put my blitzers over here and here just to force a little bit more, but I'm okay with what we have set up here. Answering each of his Black Orcs with one of our own Tomb Guardians. However, he can reposition, of course. Really, he's got a really difficult team to take down with those dodges that he ended up getting with those double rolls. And it's 2 doubles. I've had doubles though. What? 1, 2, 3 times. So I've got more double rolls. Because he can just naturally take block with the Black Orcs. Just got 1, 2. 2 of them leveled up. And I only have one of my Tomb Guardians leveled up, but again, he is leveled up twice. Let's go ahead and kick it here. If it goes a little bit short, it goes a little bit short. I mean, I could honestly just kick it right to the thrower anyway, and odds are we might not catch it as really short, which is great for him. Allows him to put everything into a cage right away. Oh, they have 3 cheerleader. Interesting. But somehow I managed to come away with the fan factor, which may not even play a factor in the game. Ha ha ha. I've got my upload rate increased, but we're still getting a little bit of artifacting on the old Blood Bowl screen. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that would cure it. I've also reduced my quality and taken out the fans. But it looks good most of the time. At least decent enough. There could be other settings I need to. Or maybe I haven't changed my... Oh. What? Oh, he didn't reroll the Dauntless. He rerolled the double skulls, which I was hoping he rerolled the Dauntless. Just the sound of the roll coming and then another roll afterwards made me think that he rerolled. Wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, here comes the Black Orc with a blitz. And he goes down. And out. He doesn't have Frenzy, which is good. Frenzy would have been a great one to take with a Tomb Guardian now that I think about it. But I'll probably be happy with Pro, honestly. Because a lot of the times Frenzy can get you into some pretty rough situations. And it does force you to follow up. It doesn't just allow you to get an additional block. So it does have good and bad about it. So I'm not sure what he would be re-rolling with Pro other than maybe that, which he failed and was stunned. Okay, well, we got a lot. He's double teaming all of my Tomb Guardians, or at least those ones. But we still have some chance to do things like I can get 2 dice against him and put him on the ground. Which gives me a ridiculously hilarious chance to get the ball. I would stand him up, but that doesn't seem like a good plan. Go ahead and hit into you. And he's got block. I'll be saying that a lot this game, I'm sure. Follow that up. It's 2 dice. If we follow it, it'll be all good. How about now? It's looking a little bit better. Still not even worth trying for, though. That I wouldn't be upset with, though. He does have... chance to foul him. Wouldn't be terrible. I've already blitzed. No, I haven't. No, I don't want to do that. At least not that particular blitz. That'd be a going for it. He doesn't have block, though, so we might both go down. Really don't have a good chance of getting the ball anyway. Okay, that puts him down. We'll put him down back and go ahead and follow that up too. Now we'll get our blocker over here. And we'll get onto the ball, but we're not going to try and pick it up just yet. And what do we do with this guy? Could move to here and get him pummeled. We could move to here and get him pummeled. But that would force the Black Orc to get up first and could potentially put us into a really good spot. 33% chance to dodge. But he would... let's go ahead and stand him up. He's not going to have the advantage. It'll be even dice. And that would possibly distract from other things. And I think I forgot to have him stand up, which would be unfortunate. Hopefully he was just stunned. I did my due diligence in forgetting that he was. Uh-oh. Well, that does take away his reroll already. So that's good. Anything else that goes wrong will go wrong again. Or stay wrong, at least. He does have dodge on that particular orc, so if he does pick up the ball, that will go well for him. Oh, he's... yeah, the blitz, of course. But we both have block. And there's a skull, putting him on the ground. Okay. So we don't have any assists here. Or do we? No, we don't. It's going to be a 1 die, it looks like. So I really don't want to mess with that too much yet. What if I blitz here? Okay. That answers that question. 1 die there, 1 die there. Stand up with our guard. Alright, I like this. We'll have a team reroll, even if we... well, wait, not team reroll, but the other thing. Get another player over on the ball. Okay, so we'll go for this block first. And then re-roll it. Take him down. follow one step forward. Do I have a blitz still? Could do that for 2 reds. Be bad. What about going here, which would give me the assist that way. I would really like to do that regardless of the result. Oh, yeah, those skulls. Honestly, I'm still fine with it. Now I've got 2 players next to the ball. And he started with it, so this is all stall. Which means he's either going to get it and run it in immediately, or any number of other bad things. But we can also push his body onto the ball if it comes down to that. Dauntless failed. That's good. I'm sure he'll take that. Yeah. Push him down there. He could go for the 1-die follow-up with his Black Orc, though, which would be risky. But is he going for it? No, not yet anyway. And he probably won't follow. But maybe he will. He does. That's good. That means that these are both double reds all around. So he's got some blocks over here. I don't think he has much anything going over here, though. Well, actually, what I would like to do is, if I go that way, then I can... No, I have to go this way. No. That way, then that way. Okay. Alright, I've got a plan. It's a good plan. And that doesn't ruin it. And you've got single die, which will free him up if you follow. If you don't follow, well then it'll free him up. So you're freeing somebody if you make this. Or you could stay there, and neither one of them gets free. He does get free. So we've got that going. And you've got your reroll, so you could potentially make a double red if you want to. You have a couple of players with block. You could go for a dodge, too, which... not the worst dodges. And you do have the reroll still. Ew, not what I wanted to see, though. Alright, the single die results in a push, which does free up his Blitzer. And he's running out of time. Nope, no mad moves. Okay, so if I go there, that gives me, and I have to follow. Okay. So we gotta follow this to push him off of the ball. And we go right here. And which one? This one. Push him over there. Follow that up. It does get the ball clear. No, we can only move up to here, so we'll guard that. Go ahead and stand up this skeleton. Let's go ahead and try for this. Another good clean hit. And an injury, that's great. Niggling injury. Well, he doesn't have an apothecary, so he can't re-roll that. Now we've got 2 blockers up here. He's got block, he does not. So what I want to do is I want to blitz here. And I've got the extra die. Knock him down to the Tomb Guardian. We'll stay. And then we're going for that ball. Do I want to run away? I've got to run away. As far as I can. Now if we can take him down, we've got a pretty good chance here of having free reign to getting a point. We could blitz with him. So what we need to do is... Yes! Another takedown. Go ahead and stay here. 42% chance, not worth it. That's not worth it either. Just go ahead and get over here. Put as many bodies on to him as possible. And then we got to tie this up, of course, too. And another clean hit. We're doing good on the rolls here. Don't even have to use his pro status. Alright, so everyone's down except for Black Orc here, who can't get anywhere near there. A Blitzer who would have the tiniest chance if he dodged to get next to him with 2 going for it. And this Black Orc could actually even make a play if he had any way of making those dodges. That's like a 33% dodge at best. Or he could just do this. Doesn't even have to make a dodge. But that's a block. And he rerolls it into a push. But he can push him back. Alright, so pick your poison. Who are you going after? Alright, going after our blocker here. If you follow up, I get a single die against you. So, not the worst, not the best turn for him on there. I could free up the Tomb Guardian over here. That's an armor break. I feel like he hasn't been getting too many of those against me, which has also been helping me out a whole lot. And he got the Dauntless roll. And the takedown. Can't reroll that, unfortunately, as pro as I am. But he did not follow up, which is interesting. Although I can only move 1 tile, but I will get onto his thrower here. Oh, you know what? No, that's kind of far. But we can do this, which gives us 2 dice. Takes him down. As we got block. Silence falls over my brain. Follow that up. He has dodge, but really I was just trying to get him out of the way anyway. So that's 2 dice. We could make it 3, I believe. Yep, sure does. It does require going for it, and we still have our reroll, so I'm fine with that. I mean, I was going to do it anyway, if we're being honest. And that takes him down nicely. Still have our reroll. I'm going to go ahead and say that I need to run this in right now. Well, we'll do it the smarter way. Wait, we have Blitz, so let's stay where we are. Go ahead and hope that these rolls go well. And we got it. Touchdown. We got the ball away from the Orcs. Good luck, Orcs. Getting the win now. Of course, we also did well, no, it was kind of the opposite against the last one against the Bretonnians, where we started with the ball and scored. This time we didn't start with the ball and scored. Oh, Mr. Mobile, I haven't even looked at his Steam yet. Oh, that's his name. Oh. Do people really not name their players? It's unfortunate. Who's he got in reserve? No one. He's got an injured orc, black orc. That's it. Okay. Oh, defense, right. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so we've got to 4 turns. Stop. I scored in 4 turns. You could do the same. So I don't know what it is about the Khemri. I really don't have that many more skills now than I did, and I don't even know if half of them really help me out all that much. But I'm feeling really good about the team. We're on our way to a 4-3-2. Or a 5, which would be great. Some random players are stunned. Well, then. Always fun. Ugh. So I had 2/3 chance. Ugh. I got 4 players stunned compared to his 2, where I had twice the odds. Terrific. But it's only a stun. And ooh, ouch. Alright, can't complain now. But it is harsh being on the defending end of that because my stuns are already done. I'll pop up here. And we've got a clean block here. I can't really do a whole lot up there except for just go for it. So let's go for it. Put some pressure back there. I can't even assist my poor lineman up here. Oh, he's a skeleton, not a lineman. Alright, that's a takedown. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Alright. That's not what I was expecting. Oh, you know what? That's a fair shot there. And then what do we got here? We got 42% chance. Let's go for it. Oh, got a stun. That's okay. We did get kicked out, but I've got backups. I mean, that's what he's here for, is to get kicked out. I can only imagine what this is going to be like if we score again in this half. That would be crazy. Crazy unlikely. That was in fact better than getting a blitz because it ate up a turn. But yeah. Is he going to do it going for it? Oh, he's just getting 3 men on him. He's going to go for it with the thrower. Be hilarious if we get double skulls, but it's not going to happen. Oh, there it is. Good hit. Takes him down, puts him at the side. But he does have some armor. And he didn't break it. Nice catch. But he can't throw it. And he can only move 1 more tile. So as long as I can hold him up back there, he's going to have a tough time answering with a score. He's got to do something about my Tomb Guardian, though he probably has Dauntless on one of these too. Yeah, he does. So if it works, and even if it doesn't, he's got no worries about having red dice. And he can run this dodgy little expletive deleted down and get him into position for catch pretty easily here. As I'm only just... Oh, okay. He's going to run back that way. So he's going to try and do everything in 2 turns instead of 1. Which is pretty possible, but 1, 6, 12, I think it is. So let's get over here. Force him to blitz against that. Move the skeleton over here for the block. There's not a lot I can do over here. The best thing I might be able to do is blitz up to here, free him up, allow him to move in that direction, which I feel pretty good about. Plus that also gets the Dauntless Orc off of my Tomb Guardian. Go ahead and follow, because it doesn't matter if I stay. In fact, we can get onto... Oh, we'd have to make a dodge, so no, we don't want to do that. Go ahead and just... Could go for it, get the assist, but he'd still be down 2. Rather stick with this. Move him back to be a little bit more defensive. There we go. And I'll have to move up 1 to force some dodging. And then we'll go ahead and smack you. Oh, there's a death. Oh. And no apothecary means that he's done. There goes his backup. So he's down to, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I guess we just end the turn. So we've got a blitzer free in his backfield. He does have a lineman with block that is not being held back right now. We have a really awful looking... Oh, no, we can't really... There we go. I mean, he's got to make dodges to get through there, but potentially only 1 right there. We don't have a lot to stop it from happening. Really the most dangerous team for me to be playing against right now would be a dodgy team, because I have no anti-dodge. But they're not the most popular teams. At least from what I've seen. A lot of Vashy teams do make most of the teams. Alright, so he's got a lane down here now, but he does have to go around a few things, so. But I'll have to move one of these two players down to get them into position in order to really make things work. And I could have stood up my blitzer back there, but that just would have been a bad idea. Oh, there's a throw, or at least a handoff, which didn't work. So now he doesn't have a chance. Do I have anyone free to get the ball? I do. Go ahead and move you up here. And then I don't want to blitz that way. I want to blitz this away. Go ahead and take him down. He did have dodge. That's okay. And let's go for some more injuries and such things first off. There's not a good chance of this working out in any way. I'm not going to have him stand up again. He's still covered and all that. So that's fine. All right, you go down. You guys can go up and I'll stay here. Honestly, I'm going to go for this first as well. Go ahead and re-roll that. Oh well. The throw would have been 50% chance to pick it up, probably a 33% chance to roll. He'd probably have a chance to interception, plus a 50% chance to even catch it. And without re-rolls, it wasn't going to happen anyway. That was a knockout, though, which is not so great. But all he can do is beat me up now. And all I can do is take it. Of course, we do have another turn to go and retaliate once more. But then we get the ball kicked right to us. Well, that's a big old push there. Dauntless failing again. That seems to be the biggest benefit to having these Tomb Guardians, is Dauntless is rough to get working. Wait, where was that? Why did he push me that way? Good luck. Oh, he got the ball. And he's going to hand it off. Well, he has it. He can't do anything with it, though. I mean, he could throw it. I guess he could just distract me with it. Be like, look, look, go get him. He's got the ball. Which I'm not too worried about. Alright, so all of our Tomb Guardians are set to level up, except for Duskbeard, who's already level 3. And I'm so proud of him. Getting that MVP. Somehow. Not bribes. No tombs were raided in order for him to be able to afford those MVPs. No, totally legit. Those goblins, they are rock solid, trustworthy fellows. Okay, so time to punch him. Oh, we're not re-rolling that. Not even a pro re-roll necessary for that. And he does have block, so let's go after a softer target first, like this one. Another takedown. Just making the rounds. Seeing if we can poke him a little bit harder than he can poke me. So we've got a kicker over here who wouldn't be the worst to take out. But let's go ahead and get the assist over here perhaps. We're not going to re-roll that. Let's just get the assist. We don't need to blitz here. That's fine. Could have re-rolled that. Now, let's go ahead and blitz here. It's only a 1 die. But maybe he'll just die too. I really hope he doesn't lose another player. That wouldn't be very much fun for him. And we've already lost our dirty player. So I could just run down here to go for the assist, but we'll probably fall on our bones. Nope, we don't. We still got our reroll, which we don't need to use. We'll stay here because it doesn't matter. Yeah, didn't injure anyone, but again, we got to break that 9 armor to do so. Very unlikely to succeed. But we're up 1-0, and we get the ball. So we are primed for a win here. On the plus side, he hasn't conceded yet. On the minus side, he hasn't conceded yet. Because we've still got a touchdown. We've got SPP. 4 plus 3. And the 5 that we'll get at the end gives us at least 12. I wouldn't mind 5 more free SPP. But he's got a team value of 1,400. He's played a few games. He's 4, 2, and 5, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent record, I would say. It's a pretty mixed bag. I'd like to see his thrower stay up on the line. That would definitely be a high priority target. He doesn't have block or dodge. And, oh, guess what? Goldbeard does, and he can re-roll his hit. Ah, alright. I might go hunting anyway. Ah, he's pretty safe now. Ten players on his side, and we've got 1 bad fouler and 1 knockout and 1 on the reserve, which means we've definitely got 11 out there still. Alright, set up for attack. So I don't need any Tomb Guardians in the middle, because we've got our guarding, which we had to roll doubles to. Wait, yeah, we had to roll doubles to get, because that's a strength skill. But we do want to take you down. We'll go after you as well. Not too worried about this dodging blitzer. Nope, not there. Now, which is his weak side? This is his weak side. So let's actually go for... kind of something like that. So we do have a return with the... our thrower, so we will be able to move closer to where he kicks it anyway. Alright, he did choose the closer one, which is smart. He could have gone for the mad play, kicked it down there, and hoped I bit on it, which I did. Oh, not quite the bounce I wanted. Gentle gust of wind. Putting it right in front of me. Okay. Let's go ahead and start hitting up this. Alright, so we can take him down. No need to re-roll that. He has dodge and block, whereas he just has block. I'm going to go ahead and eat that one. We'll come back for that later. What if I didn't do that? Instead, pushed him out of the way. Go ahead and follow this up because we do have guard, although he is prime target now. That's okay. Go ahead and come on over to here. And we're going to blitz up. knock him to the side, feed him back to the Tomb Guardian. 3 dice. He might, you know, expire as well. Just a stun. Nice hit though. Get over here to get on the outside. I'm thinking that I might pass this ball off. Let's see what happens here first. I will follow that up because of guard. Another stun. Excellent. Go ahead and control this zone a little bit. And then we'll fall back here as a safety measure. Although it would have been slightly better to be over here. In fact, I don't like anything about the position of these two skeletons right now, which is why we're probably going to move them. Now I could go for the throw, but that would probably literally be a throw, as in I'd be throwing away the game. So we'll just get here, force the hard path down there. This is going to be hard enough as it is, but okay, which is more likely? He can't make it down that far, I don't think. Currently he could get onto him, but that's it. Let's move one more, because if alright, with him here, he'd have to go. Yeah, this is fine. It does prevent him. Cause him to move one tile further to go down and around rather than just going down and coming right back up again. And if we can maintain that one player advantage, that'll be good. Both of these players have 2 dice against any of them, which is great. This guy, well, not 3, but he's guarded anyway. So the only way he can do is with a 2 die there or a blitz to him to clean that up. So I like that. Of course, a blitz with someone with extra strength could definitely make a difference. But even this push allows for a single die against him. And now it's 2. So I'm sure he'll be going down. Though the position he will be put into is not necessarily the worst. Especially if he follows. That would be great if he does. And he does. Seems like Mr. Mobile does do a lot of blocking. Kleiner Box Club. Kleiner Box Club. Sounds European. Well, that's his team name. What if I put it in? Oh, that doesn't help me. Kleiner Perkins is an American venture capital from Sandhill, Menlo Park, in Silicon Valley. Okay, that was uninteresting. Alright, so we've got the ball. We've got someone who can guard over here. Oh, he stood up. He can't do that yet. Go ahead and just push you, I guess. I'll stay here. Advance with our Tomb Guardian. Push you a little bit more. Oh wait, no, that just fills in the hole. But that's just as well. 2 and red all around there. So we'll go ahead and make plays elsewhere first. Alright, so we had a stun there. If I were to move him up and do a blitz here, we can kick you away. Nice hit. Do I want to follow? No, he's got block and dodge. I have to remember that. I'll go ahead and go to here. Which doesn't seem too terrible. I like this spot. Even if he hits him, he'll still have to dodge out of it. And move over to here. And then we get this lazy bum somewhere. You know, that's not the worst spot for him to be. And even if I hit him first, it's a single skull. This will be fine. We'll go for this first. Take him down. And then try and pass him down. Even if he gets taken out in the process, it's okay. But no, we are getting all these amazing blocks. Like, no joke. We are breaking his armor left and right, getting amazing blocks. I don't know how we're doing it, but we really turned it up for this game. We're in a good position to score yet again. I mean, if he stands a player up, we've only got 2, but we've got 2 players that are pretty close to the end that can tie him up really nicely. No? Yes? Okay. Playing a little conservative, saving him for later. Interesting. Now, the real question is what he's going to do with his thrower. If he blocks there and doesn't take himself out, he'll be able to free him up and then get a 1 die. So that could be a thing. Is that is Black Orc? Yeah. No, not my Mighty Blow. Gotten a little bit of use out of that, I think. Alright, so he wants to do that block. You can't get an assist from him, so it is a 2 red. Still a 2 red here because of here. Well, that worked out pretty well for him other than the fact that I have block. So I'll just go ahead and hit that button. I don't know why I would have hit the other one anyway, but that's good. And that did not use his reroll though. Does not have block there. And there's a fail dodge that he was going for. But he does have his reroll still. And oh, he's got his pro reroll in fact, which he made. But that was one of the players I was most worried about. And he just put himself in the way, which means I just knock him out of the way again. Anyway. So we got this guy who can just run up here. We got this guy who can't quite get over there. That could be terrible or wonderful. I'm not sure which. Go ahead and start off with this blitz over here. And re-roll that. And we both go down. Not so good. Alright, so that gives him a chance to get at the ball. And it wouldn't have mattered if I had him here or here. Perhaps I could have moved him up to here first. And that would have helped. Well, he's playing it safe with the thrower, which is probably smart anyway. And he's just going for it right away, which is fine. I understand and commend him for his tactic. And it's going to be tough for me to recover the ball, even if I do get into a good position. So hopefully I can just clog everything up. I mean, I do have a couple of players who are currently standing that can make this work out for me. But we'll see how the rest of the turn goes. I did not have very many of his players down yet. But I do have a lot of strength and a good chance that his Dauntless will not work out for him that well. Hasn't been so far. It's out a Blitzer and a Black Orc. Two of the little bit better players. Wait, oh, we got both. Oh, but he doesn't have block there. So that puts him down. But that's not the best for me, because it does mean I don't have anyone who can easily reach the ball. Go ahead and stand our thrower up. It says we're waiting for the opponent. He may or may not be conceding. Or at least he might have been thinking about it. Or he just hit the pause for a moment. So I like this move right here. I don't like that roll. Are you kidding me? Okay. I could pick up the ball and blitz him. That would be an interesting move that I would want to save for much later on. Okay, I can get next to the ball, so we'll do that. I can also get a guard over to here. Also next to the ball. Just get everyone on the ball, I guess. Now him I'll keep over here. He'll have to stand up if he wants to do the blitz anyway. That's 2 dice. Doesn't really further our goal, but it's risky plays anyway. And we'll stay here. Keep the Black Orc busy. And that is a block versus a random-ass skeleton, so we don't want to do that. All right, try to pick up the ball and then blitz. Nope. Oh well. Put it into a slightly worse position. He can block my thrower again and knock him onto the ball. Oh, I already used my reroll. That's why I didn't have it. I was kind of hoping I would. He's got 5 turns, though, and he's got to remove... Well, again, he could knock me onto the ball and hope for a good bounce. But even with that bounce, I could end up with it. He's only got 1 player over there right now. Plus, it would be a 1 die, unless he gets... No, it would be 2, because he's got the Blitzer here. And there's the defender down. And he's not going to hit him onto the ball, though. Does not look like he's going to try and pick up the ball this turn, though. Although this Blitzer could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And get himself a 50-50 on it. With a going for it. He's got 2 rerolls, so it is a possible. There is a stun on us. Now, unless he gets another orc over onto my Blitzer, I can stand him up and get a nice blitz. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I don't want my pro on the ground. Or what I should do is I should move him to here. And he could guard no matter what. But that would allow me to end around here, or even just blitz with him, but he'd already be in position. So I need to do the end around to get the assist. He's going for that crazy block, or dodge. He really likes his thrower, I guess. Yeah, hit him. Thank you. Dauntless failed. There's the reroll. I'm fine with which, as long as I don't get a death here, or a lasting injury, I don't care which one it is. I know I don't have dodge, but, you know, they're all the same right now. Uh-oh, that's an armor break. But a stun, it looks like. Okay. He's got 2 more players to go. Yeah, that's a block. Okay. I like what we've got to work with right here. So we need to make something happen right away. And that'll just push him up that way, which is fine. Or I could come over this way. Not with a going for it. And I don't even like that, but I'm going to do it. I mean, it allows me to push him over to there. We need to re-roll that. Okay. Didn't get what we wanted out of that. That's what we wanted. We could blitz here, but that wouldn't be very good. And we've already blitzed, so we can't do it. Who am I joking to? Honestly, I wouldn't mind just throwing it. Or we can fail the sure hands roll and not have to worry about it either way. Moving it slightly closer to a bonus win, everything great for our enemy. I mean, he's not going to win. It'll be a draw at worst. Why is he down? I should have had him stand up unless he was stunned. I never remember if they're stunned. Most unfortunate. Yeah, there's an easy blitz right there. Because I know he was stunned. I remember that. Now, even with the blitz, if I don't get knocked down, I mean, this is all wishful thinking. If I don't get knocked down, then I will be on the ball, making it hard to pick up. But he's also doing that. Now, ideally, he won't be able to have a chance to stand up his Black Orc, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, that's a down player. If he survives. Alright, not the worst. Well, he does have to make a dodge if he comes from that angle, but he can come down and around. And that's a rough spot for us now. Really did not get good. I can't believe we failed to pick that up. And by I can't believe, I mean I totally believe it. I'm just not happy about it. And we do have our guard open, which will soon change. As he's going to hit him, knock him down. We'd have to dodge with him. Now, we do have our pro. Alright. Pro there. With a going for it, we could blitz the Black Orc. I'm liking this so far. Now the good thing for us is he kept moving his thrower farther and farther away from the ball. So he is going to have to rely on a reroll, which he has one of, to pick it up. Oh, and there he goes down. But he's got the reroll, and it's a pro reroll, does not even consume from his pool. Maybe that's why he has reroll or pro on his thrower, because he goes for it a lot and fails dodges. Right, so, gotta get you. Should have waited on that, but it's a clean hit once again. Not getting much usage out of our pro. But I have it more for the novelty rather than the utility. Okay. So that's an assist down here. I made the dodge without even thinking twice about it. I'm just that good. Or that lucky. Okay, how about we make this move with him and get the push, which doesn't take him down, but knocks him onto the ball, which I wasn't even trying to do. We follow up. Okay. Oh, he has to go. Thanks for the game. I guess we just win. Well, game not found. I can't even thank him for the game. But he did have to concede, which, okay. Our treasury swells even farther. So I thought we had a ton of armor breaks on that one. I really wanted to check the dice rolls here. Or the block dice for us. Oh my goodness, those are amazing. We had one fewer, like all around, really good. Like our pushes were really low. Honestly, is all it really was. And he had a lot of low pushes. He had low pushes too. D6. Good rolls. Not very many twos. Equal number of ones. Actually, kind of a high number of ones. Oh, that's for both teams. Wow, that's a lot of ones, and not very many twos or threes. So, he did get a lot of ones, but he rolled overall pretty well. A lot of 4s, 5s, and 6s, and usually you don't go for many things that are less than 50-50 anyway. Good results here. SVP, all on us because he conceded. Good possession, good everything. Wonderful. And that looks like Tomb Guardian leveling up. Unless we're just getting that much farther with our others. Hopefully it is one. Yeah, it's Bubba Hotep leveling up. Go ahead and get him. Are you for real? I can get another block. I can get armor value. I could get strength anytime. I could even be the madman and get another pro. But we're going for the block. Man. I lost the first 2 games and I was ready to give up on this team. And then a skeleton gets a level. And we don't have a kicker, but I was saying that I didn't really care if I had kickers or not. And I'm probably going to go dirty player here again. That seems like the way to go. I don't want to go dirty player on every player. But I'd rather have it on more than just the one. Because that makes him more of a target. If I have a couple of them, it gives him more versatility. Oh! He has dirty player and block now? That was him. I didn't realize that was him that leveled up. Well, shit. I should pay more attention to the things that are happening on around me. So we've got a 1550 team value Khemri team here. Looking at the leaderboard. We're up to 270th place, 250 with 5, 2, and 2. We're not one of these amazing 4, 0, and 1 teams, or whatever other. Oh, I can move this as much as I want to. As long as we're focused on my team, it won't change. What is the best undefeated team right now? Oh, there's one. They have a tie, 7, 1, and 0. And 6, 0, and 0, magic number. Best Nurgle team, best undead team. Undead, so... Actually, undead are good, but I don't know how good they are. But, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you for joining me if you did. I know there were some people popping in and out today. I appreciate the moments that we spent together. But I am going to be done for the night. Goodbye.